Hi, Pohar. Hello. Isaac. Acha. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Watch this later. You can watch this later. Okay? You can watch this later. All right. So after 3 days, I'm back live. Okay. I had a fever. Uh, so now it's quite okay. Okay. So let's start with our topic. So what have we learned till now? Our chapter is arithmetic progression. In this session, we will be learning sum of first n terms of an AP. Previously, we've learned nth term of an AP, right? How to find any nth term. In this session, particularly, we will be learning sum of first n terms of an AP. And here, in this session 4, we'll be only discussing NCERT questions. Questions that are in our NCERT book. Okay? Alright, so let's start. Before I give you the formula, let's just take an example. Okay? This is an AP. Let's say we have an AP and so on. Now we know that here the first term is 2, and we also know how to find common difference, second term minus first term, which will be 5, which means every term increases by 5. Plus 5, 7, plus 5, 12, plus 5, 17, and so on. Now we already know, in our previous session, we have learned how to find nth term, right? How to find nth term. Any nth term. How to find any nth term we have learned in our previous session. Like if I want to find 15th term of this, 15th term of this, then what do I have to find? A 15. If I want to find a 100th term of this, then what do I have to find? A 100, right? How do we find a 100? How do you find a 100? A plus 100 minus 1, 100 minus 1d, which is a plus 99d. And then what do we have to do? We have to put the value of a here, and we have to put the value of d here. And if we solve it, we'll find our answer, or we'll find our 100th term. So that way we can find any nth term, right? Now, in this session, we are going to learn sum of first n terms of an AP. Let's say, now what does it mean? So we have an AP, see, we have an AP. Now let's add them, and so on. Up to how many terms do we want to add? Let's say, let's take a simple example. Let's say up to 10 terms. Up to 10 terms. Now we know that this is A1, right? This is A1. This is A2. This is A3. This is A4, and we'll get A5, A6, up to A10. We can go more, no problem. But just for now, let's try to understand just this. Okay? So we have a first term, and up to 10 terms from this AP, up to 10 terms, let's say we want to add all this. We want to add all this. Now, how do we find? So if we want to add all these 10 terms, we can do it easily, right? We can simply add it also up to 10 terms. But what if it's 50 terms? In this AP, let's say we have 50 terms, and we want to add all these 50 terms. In this AP, let's say we have 1,000 terms, or 500 terms, 600 terms, 700 terms. If we add all those, obviously it will take some time, right? Not some time. It will take many hours to add, even if we use calculator. So for this, we have a formula. Okay, we have a formula. So what's that formula? Write it here. That formula is Sn is equal to, this is called, S means sum, N means up to n terms, sum of n terms. So Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. This is the formula to find sum of n terms. Okay, clear? This Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Or we can use these two. Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. This we can use this. Now what is L? We know what is A. A is first term. What is L here? L here is last term. Okay, what is L? L is last term, or sometimes we write it like that. Do not get confused. Okay, in place of L we also write AN sometimes, so do not get confused. Do not get confused. We can also write this, or we can also write this. Now, so basically we have two formulas. To find sum of n terms, we have two formulas. First is this, second one is this. This is the first one, this is the second one. Now, depending on the questions, depending on the problems, we will be using this formula. Okay? Depending on the problems, depending on our problems, we'll be using this formula. Now, the first formula, we will use the first formula when we do not have last term. Am I clear? Am I clear? We will use the first formula when we do not have the last term. When the last term is not given, we will use the first formula. Okay, for example, see here in this AP right here, in this AP, we have 2, 7, 12, 17. It says up to 10 terms. In this AP, up to 10 terms, you add all the 10 terms. So do we have the 10 number terms here? Do we have this 10 number term? Is it given? No. So we do not have the last term here. So when we do not have the last term, we can simply use the first formula to find out the sum. Sum up to 10 terms. Okay? Sum up to 10 terms. Second formula. Now it's obvious. Second formula, we will use second formula when last term is given. Okay? When a last term is given, we'll use the second formula. When the last term is not given, we'll use the first formula. When the last term is given, we'll use the second formula. All right? So that's it. You only need to know these two formulas to solve this exercise, all to solve the questions from this topic. Okay? Priyanshu. Shital. Okay. All right. Who's here? Hi, Priyanshu. Yes. Hi, Shital. No problem, Shital. No problem. I'm just recording this video because some of the students will be watching it later. Okay. So for the sake, I just came live. No problem. So think of it as a recorded session, not a live session. But if you have some doubts while I explain, you can ask. No problem. Okay. Okay. So our first question number 1, we'll start with Roman number 1. What do we have? What do we have here? See. What do we have here? We have to find the sum of the following APs. We have to find the sum of the following APs. This. We have an AP. What's our AP? Given. AP is given 2, 7, 12, up to how much? Up to 10 terms. Which means we have to find the sum of this AP up to 10 terms. The sum of this AP up to 10 terms. Now the last term is not given, so we'll use the first formula. So let's find out first term first. A is equal to 2, D will be 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5. Let us use our formula. We know Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. What is the number of terms here? Up to 10 terms. So we have to find S10. In place of n, we will put 10. So 10 by 2, 2 into a. How much is a? 2 plus n minus 1. So 10 minus 1 into d into 5. So divided, we'll get 5. S10 is equal to 5. 2 2s are 4 plus 10 minus 1 is 9 into 5, which implies S10 is equal to 5, 4 plus 5 nines are 45, which is equal to 5 into 49. 5 nines are 45, 5 and 4, 5 fours are 20, so 24, 245. So if we add all up to 10 terms from this AP, we will get 245. Clear? So these are just basic questions, okay? We'll discuss only NCERT questions here. You can take a screenshot if you want. All right, let's move on to our question number 2. Roman number 2, given AP minus 37, minus 33, minus 29 up to 12 terms. Up to 12 terms. What's the value of A? Minus 37. D will be second term minus first term. First term is minus 37. So minus 33 minus into minus will be plus 37. 37 minus 33 will be 4. So we have the value of A, which is minus 37, and we have the value of D, which is 4. Now we have to find sum up to 12 terms. Up to 12 terms, which means we have to find S12. S12. Now I'll write directly. We'll use the formula. What's the formula? N by 2. So 12 by 2. 2 into A. 2 into minus 37 plus n minus 1, which means 12 minus 1 d, which means into 4. So 6, 2 7s are 14, in hand 1, 3 2 is 6, so minus 74 plus 12 minus 1 is 11 into 4, so 6 minus 74 plus 44. Sorry, I still have some cough though. So S12 minus 74 plus 44 is minus 30. So 6 into minus 30 is minus 180. So this is our solution for this problem. Okay. All right. Let's proceed to Roman number 3. Zero 0.6, 1.7, 2.8. Up to how many terms? 100 terms. So from this AP, we have to find the sum up to 100 terms. Up to 100 terms, we have to add them. All the 100 terms, we have to add and then find the solution. So here, A is 0.6, D is 1.7 minus 0.6, which is 1.1. D is equal to 1.1. All right. Now we have to find the S100. Okay, S100 up to 100 terms, right? So S100. So 100 divided by 2, 2 into A, 0.6 plus 100 minus 1 D, 1.1. This will be 50. So we'll get a 1.2 here plus 99 into 1.1. So 50, 1.2. Okay, let's multiply them. 99 into 11 will be 9999. So 9, 18. So we have point here. So 108.9, 108.9, which will be equal to 50 into, okay, let's add them. 108.9 plus 1.2. 9 plus 2 is 11. And 1, 9, 10, 0. Okay, 110.1. So we have 1 0 here and 1 point here. Okay, so this point will get removed. We know this, right? Okay, let's multiply, no problem. So it will, okay, we can do this. So 5, 5, 0, 5. This will be our answer. Okay, because we have 50 here. All right, so I've removed the decimal. 1 0, so this decimal will move one place towards the right side, right? This is the technique to solve any decimal multiplications. Okay, so we'll get this. All right, so that's how we solve question number 3. Okay, let's solve Phwrwngnok number 4 now. One by 15, 1 by 12, 1 by 10, up to how many terms? 11 terms. So A will be 1 by 15, D will be 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. Okay, let's take LCM here. So it will be 3, 4, 5. Okay, 60. So we'll get 60 here. So 12, 5 minus 4. So 1 by 60. This is the value of D. The value of D will be 1 by 60. The value of D will be 1 by 60. We have to find the sum up to 11 terms. Okay, for this AP up to 11 terms. So we have to find S11. So it will be 11 by 2. 2 into A. How much you say? 1 by 15 plus N minus 1. So 11 minus 1 into D. D will be 1 by 60. So we'll get 11 by 2. This will become 2 by 15 plus 10 into 1 by 60. So 11 by 2, 2 by 15 plus 1 by 6. Let's take LCM. 15 and 6. How much will we get? With 3, 5, 2. So 30. We'll get 30 here. 15 2s are 30. 30 divided by 15 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So 5 ones are 5. So how much will we get? Which implies S11 will be equal to 11 by 2 into 9 by 30. So 3 3s are 3 10s are. So 11 3s are 33 by 20. This will be our answer. 33 by 20. Okay, all right. S11 will be 33 by 20. So that's how we solve this kind of problems. If we don't have the last term, just the number of terms are given, we will find Sn using the first formula, which is Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Alright, let's proceed to our question number 2. Now here, find the sums given below. Question number 2, Roman number 1. What's given? 7 plus 10 and a half plus 14 plus dot 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 plus 84. Okay, for this I'll just solve this first question. This 2 will be a homework for you, and this 3 will be a homework for you. Alright, Roman number 2 and Roman number 3 will be homework for you. Okay, now see here. Now this is a slightly different question. We have 7 plus 10 and a half plus 14 plus up to how much? 84. Now we can easily say that our first term is 7, and we can also find the second term, common difference by subtracting second term and first term, right? So 10 and a half minus 7, we'll get 21 by 2 minus 7. So we get 2, 21 minus 14, which will be 7 by 2. So this will be our common difference, 7 by 2. So we know two things now. First is A, first term. First term is 7. Common difference is 7 by 2. Now, the question is asking us to find the sum of this AP starting from 7 up to 84. Right? Now, if we use the first formula, what do we write? We write Sn. To find the sum of n terms, we find Sn. What is n there? N is number of terms, right? N is number of terms. Now, for this particular question, do we have number of terms? Do we know how many number of terms are here in this AP? Do we know how many number of terms are here? No. We do not know how many number of terms are here, which means our first step will be to find the number of terms in this particular AP. Alright, we have to find the number of terms first. Then only we can use Sn. Okay? So how to find number of terms? To find number of terms, we will use this. This is our last term here. 84 is our last term in this AP, right? So, how do we represent last term? How do we write last term? An is equal to 84. An is equal to 84. An is a last term, right? So, n is a plus n minus 1d. The value of a is 7. So, we'll write here 7 plus n minus 1 into, how much is d? 7 by 2 equal to 84. So, n minus 1 into 7 by 2 equal to 84 minus 7. So, n minus 1 into 7 by 2. 84 minus 7 will be 77. Which implies n minus 1 will be 77. Okay, we'll take this 7 by 2 towards right hand side. We'll get 2 by 7. And we'll get 11 here. 11 into 2 is 22. So, n is equal to 22 plus 1, which implies n is equal to 23. So, there will be 23 terms here. Alright, there will be 23 terms here, which means we have to find S23. So, the formula is 23 by 2. Okay, one more thing. Now, we have to find Sn. We have two formulas for Sn. Which one do we use? The second one. Why will we use the second one? Because here we have our last term. Last term is given here. So if we have last term, what do we use? Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l, right? This, okay. For this particular problem, I'll write the formula, okay, for you. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. We'll use this formula. So S23 will be 23 by 2 into, how much is a? 7 plus l, 84. So S23 will be equal to 23 by 2 into 91. Okay, let's multiply. 23 and 91. So we'll get 23 here, 3 9s are 27, in and 2. Okay, so 2093 divided by 2. So 210 to 4 to 6.5. Okay, so 1046.5 will be the sum of this. Okay, all right, that's how we solve this particular question. Rest Roman number 2 and Roman number 3, as you can see, will be a homework for you. Okay, do it at home. Do it at home the same way. First find out A, then find out D, then find out how many number of terms are here, n. Here n will be 10, here n will be minus 230. Then you'll get the value of n. When you get the value of n, use the second formula. Sn is equal to n by 2, a plus n. You put the values here, then you solve, then you'll get your answer. All right? Okay, let's proceed towards next question. Okay, what do we have here? Let's read the question first. How many terms of the AP? How many terms of the AP must be taken to give a sum of 636? So we have an AP here. We have an AP here, 9, 17, 25, and so on. The number goes on. Now, how many terms from this AP will we require? We have an AP, okay? See, we have an AP. How many terms from this AP will we need? Will we need to make 636? Which means if we add them, how many terms of this AP do we need to add to get 636? Is it clear? Is it clear? I'm repeating it again. Okay, I'll repeat it again. We have an AP, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term. It's given. First term is 9, 17, 25, second term is 17, third term is 25, and so on. Okay, now in this AP, how many terms do we have to add? We don't know. We have to find, right? How many terms do we have to add to get 636? Which means we have to find the value of n here, number of terms. How many number of terms do we have to add from this AP to get 636? So first, let's write given AP and so on. Here A is 9, first term is 9. D is 17 minus 9. Okay, so 17 minus 9 will be 8. Common difference will be 8. Now, we don't, let's write this, okay? Let n be the number of terms. Let n be the number of terms required to add to get 636. Let n be the number of terms required to add to get 636. Okay, so we have considered n number of terms. If we add this n number of terms, we will get 636. So what does it mean? It means that Sn is equal to 636. So let's break this formula. N by 2. Let's write the formula first, okay? Then we'll put the value. N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d equal to 636. N by 2, 2a, which means 2 into 9 plus n minus 1 into d. D is 8 equal to 636. Then n by 2, 2 9s are 18 plus 8n minus 8 equal to 636. So n by 2, 18 minus 8 will be 10 plus 8n equal to 636. Let's break this more. Let's break this more. So we'll multiply this n by 2. We'll distribute. Okay. So we'll get n by 2 into 10, n by 2 into 10 plus n by 2 into 8n. N by 2 into 8n equal to 636. We'll get 5. Here we'll get 4. N into 5 will be 5n. N into 4 into n will be 4n square. So 4n square plus 5n minus 636 equal to 0. Alright, so we got a quadratic equation. If you solve this quadratic equation, you'll get your answer. Elia, okay. I'll stop this session at around 4:50 or 4:55. Right, up to 4:55. We'll proceed up to how many questions we can solve. Then I'll finish this chapter on our next session, which means this chapter will be over on session 5. Okay, I think you know how to solve this. So this, let's keep this as homework. Multiply 636 and 4. Okay, 630, you'll get a number. Find out the factors. Using those factors, try to make 5 and then solve it. One value you'll get in plus and the other value you'll get in minus. Here for this particular question, one value you'll get in plus, the other value you'll get in minus. Or if you get the other value in fraction, obviously fraction is not possible because the value of n has to be a natural number. If you get the value in n, if you get the value of n as a fraction, then it is not possible. Or if you get the value of n, in a negative number, it's not possible. N has to be a natural number. I already told you that in our previous session, right? Clear? I think you know how to solve this. So you do it as your homework. Okay? We'll proceed towards our next question. Number 5. 5 watching. Now 4. All right. So we have another question with us. What's this? The first term of an AP is 5. The last term is 45 and the sum is 400. Okay, let's write this first. What's given? First of all, we always have to write what's given, okay? The first term of an AP is 5. So first term of an AP is 5, A equal to 5. The last term is 45, last term, okay, AN is equal to 45. And the sum is 400, sum is 400, SN is 400. This is given. These 3 things are given for this particular question. First term of a AP is given 5, the last term is given 45, and the sum is 400. Sum is given 400. We need to find the number of terms and the common difference. We have to find number of terms here and the common difference here. Now see, Sn is 400, right? Okay, now Sn is equal to 400. This is given. Here, what is this? What is this? What is An? Last term is given here, right? So if we have last term, which formula do we use? The second formula, n by 2 a plus l. So we'll use that one. N by 2 a plus l equal to 400. So n by 2, how much is a? 5 plus how much is l? L means an, right? L means what? An. L means an. So in place of l, we can write 45. So we'll get n by 2 into 50 equal to 400. This will get 25. So 25n is equal to 400. N is equal to 400 divided by 25. So 25 ones are 25. Is it 16? Okay. N is equal to 16. 16 terms will be there. Now using an, again using an equal to 45, a plus n minus 1d equal to 45. How much is a? A is 5 plus n minus 1 into d. we have to find, sorry, we already know the value of n, right? A 16 equal to 45. So a plus 16 minus 1d equal to 45. A is 5 plus 15 into d equal to 45. So 15d equal to 45 minus 5. 5358. So d will be equal to 8 by 3. All right. So we have our number of terms and common difference here. 3 watching. Next. The first and last terms of an AP are 17 and 350 respectively. First and last term is given. Same here. We have the first term here, 17 given. Okay. First term is given 17. Last term is given 350. If the common difference is 9, okay, common difference is also given. How many terms are there and what is their sum? How many terms are there? We have to find how many terms are there in this AP. And if after finding how many terms, we have to find what will be the sum of all those terms in that AP. So how do we do that? We already have the value of L. Now see, L means AN, right? AN is equal to 350. So AN, we can write this, A plus N minus 1D equal to 350. How much is A? 17 plus N minus 1 into 9 equal to 350. So N minus 1 will be, N minus 1 into 9 will be 350 minus 17. So N minus 1 into 9 will be equal to 7 will be 3, 3, 3. Okay. So N minus 1 equal to 3, 3, 3 by 9. So 9 3s are 27. So 63. 9 7s are 63. So N minus 1 equal to 37. We'll get N equal to 37 plus 1, which implies N is equal to 38. So we already have the number of terms here. Number of terms is 38. Now we have to find the sum. So Sn, which means S38. So it will be 38 by 2, A plus L. So 17 plus 350. All right. We'll use the second formula. Why do we use the second formula? Why will we use the second formula? Because we have the first term and the last term. Last term is given because the last term is given, right? So 2 1s are 2, 19. So it will be 19 into 3, 6, 7. Okay, let's multiply this. 3, 6, 7 into 19. 7 9s are 63, 3 9 6, 6 9s are 54, 60, 0 in and 6, 3 9s are 27, so 33, so 3, 6, 7, so 3, 7, 9, 6. So 6, 9, 7, 3 will be our answer for this particular problem. Okay, so this will be the AS38. All right, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot for this solution. I hope it's done. Then let's proceed towards our next question. Number 7. What do I have to find here? In number 7, okay. See, next question. Find the sum of first 22 terms. Find the sum of first 22 terms, which means we have to find this, S22. We have to find S22, sum of sum of first 22 terms of an AP in which D is equal to 7. 22nd term is given. See, how much is 22nd term? 149. 22nd term is given 149. All right. 22nd term is 149. How many? What's the sum that we need to find? How much? This S22, right? And there are 22 terms. There are 22 terms. 22 number term is given. 22nd term number is given, which means here last term is given. It doesn't mention that it's last term, but see, we have to find sum of first 22 terms and 22nd term is given, which means last term is given. So which formula do we use? The second formula, which is Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. What are we missing? A is missing. How do we find A? Using the 22nd term, obviously. Given D is equal to 7. 22nd term is given 149. So A22 will be A plus 22. 22 minus 1D, which is equal to 149. So A plus 20D will be equal to 149. A we have to find, D is 7. Okay. So A 140, this will be 149. So A will be equal to 149 minus 140, which implies A is equal to 9. This is the value of A. A is equal to 9. We have the value of A. Now we can easily find S22. N by 2 A plus L. This will be 11. 149 plus 9 will be 158. So 158 into 11 will be 158, 158, 8, 13, 6, 7, 1. 1, 7, 3, 8. This will be our answer for this particular question. All right. 6 watching. Okay. Are you understanding? Those who are watching, those 6 students who are watching, do you understand what I'm explaining? Can you grasp this? Just say yes. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Then we'll proceed towards our next question, which is number 8. If the sum of first 7 terms of an AP is 49 and that of 17 terms is 289, find the sum of first 10 terms. Now, if you read this question properly, 2 things are given here. 2 things are given. Sum of first 7 terms is given, which means S7 is given. S7 is how much? S7 is 49. Secondly, that of 17 terms is 289, which means S17 is given. S17 is 289. We have to find sum of first n terms. N terms, which means we have to find Sn, is general. Okay? General answer. General answer. All right. So given S7 is 49. Let's use the formula. 7 by 2, n by 2. 2a plus 7 minus 1d equal to 49. So we have 7 by 2, 2a plus 6d equal to 49. From this bracket, we can take 2 common. We can take 2 outside. We can bring 2 outsides. So we'll get 2a plus 3d. All right. We took 2 common here. So we'll get a plus 3d, right? Now this 2 and 2 will cancel each other. So a plus 3d will be equal to 49 divided by 7. If we cancel this, we'll get a plus 3d equal to 7, which is our equation number 1. For second equation, we have S17. Okay, we have S17, which is equal to 289. So similar way we'll solve this. 17 by 2, 2a plus 17 minus 1d will be equal to 289. So we'll get 17 by 2. Okay. 2a plus 16d equal to 289. Then 17 by 2, we'll take 2 outside. we'll get A plus 8D equal to 289 inside the bracket. This 2 and 2 will cancel each other. A plus 8D is equal to 289 by 17. 17 square is 289, so 7 into 17. So A plus 8D equal to 17. This will be equation number 2. Now we'll solve this using elimination method. A plus 3D equal to 7. A plus 8D equal to 17. We'll subtract them. So if we subtract them, we'll get minus here. We'll get minus here. This is A, okay. We'll get minus here and we'll get minus here. This and this will get cancelled. 3D minus 8D will be minus 5D. 7 minus 17 will be minus 10. So 5D is equal to 10. D will be equal to 10 by 5. So the value of D will be equal to 2. Now using this, we can find the value of A from equation 1. I'll use equation 1, okay. From 1, we get A plus, see, equation 1 is A plus 3D equal to 7, right? So A plus 3D equal to 7. So A plus 6 equal to 7, which implies A equal to 7 minus 6, which implies A is equal to 1. So we have the value of A and we have the value of D. Now we can easily find sum of first n terms, which is Sn. So n by 2, 2 into A, which is 1, plus n minus 1 into D. D, which is how much? 2. Here we'll get n by 2. 2 ones are 2, plus 2 into n, 2n minus 2. So plus 2 and minus 2 will cancel each other. We'll get n by 2 into 2n. 2 and 2 will cancel each other again. N to n, n square. This will be our answer for this particular problem. Sn is equal to n square. Alright? Sn is equal to n square. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Done? Alright. SMN. Okay, yes. Very good. Okay. Nirmala, thank you. Thank you, Nirmala. One more session for this, okay? I'll keep one more session for this. Then we'll start solving PYQs. This session, session 4, will have a part 2. Okay, or I'll create session 5. In session 5, the lectures will be over. For arithmetic progressions, the lectures will be over. And then we can start solving PYQs. We'll solve it all. From 2015 up to 2025, including basic and standard, we'll solve all the questions. We won't leave even a single question. Even a single question, we won't leave. Alright? So stay in touch. Stay in touch. Okay. Now, this will be a homework for you. This. Okay, let me do the minus one. Or else you'll think, sir is giving the hard one as homework. He's doing the easy one. No, not like that. Okay. Both are easy. Okay. It's not tough. Both are easy. See, what do I have to do here? Roman number 2. Show that A1, A2, AN form an AP. Okay. We have to show that it forms an AP. Now, we know that if it forms an AP, it will have a common difference. After that, we also have to find the sum of first 15 terms in each case. What do we have here? AN is equal to 9 minus 5n. Now see, what will be A1? A1 will be 9 minus 5 into 1. In place of n, we'll put 1, okay? Then we'll get, okay, 9 minus 5, we'll get 4. Then we'll put A2, 9 minus 5 into 2. So which will be 9 minus 10, which will be minus 1. Then we'll put A3, which will be 9 minus 5 into 3, which will be 9 minus 15, which will be minus 6. Now as you can see, check A2 minus A1. What is A2 minus A1 here? Minus 1 minus 4, which will be minus 5. What is A3 minus A2? A3 minus A2, minus 6 minus minus 1. So minus 6 plus 1, which is equal to minus 5. Now as you can see, this A2 minus A1 and A3 minus A2, they are equal, which means we have a common difference. So if we have a common difference, it forms an AP. It forms an AP. It forms an AP. Now the question says that if it forms an AP, find out S15. If it forms an AP, find out S15. So we can easily find S15. 15 by 2, 2 into A. How much is A? First term. First term is 4. Plus 15 minus 1 into D. D is minus 5. We'll put it here. So we'll get 15 by 2. 2 4s are 8. 15 minus 1. Okay, wait. 2 4s are 8. 15 minus 1 is 14 into minus 5. So 15 by 2 into 8 plus into minus will be minus. 4 5s are 20. 0 in and 2. Right. Minus 62. So this will get a minus 31. So multiply this. Minus 4 6 5. This will be the sum of the first 15 terms for this AP. Alright, check. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Done? Okay. Sir, can you share your opinion about next toppers? Okay. What shall I share, Nirmala? They are on a different level, right? They have millions of subscribers, whereas I only have 800 subscribers. So, not comparable, I would say. Okay, all right. This is done. Remember to do it as a homework. Okay. Let's move on towards our next question. Number 10. This will be our last question. All right. This will be our last question. We'll stop this session with this question, and from next session, we'll start from here. We'll start from here. Okay. How many questions do we have left more? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 6 questions left. So I'll from the next session we'll start from here. Okay. Now let's see this. This is an interesting question. Okay, quite an interesting question. See. Don't worry, sir. You will soon have in millions. Oh, thank you, Nirmala. Thank you. I hope. Okay, I hope I reach there. All right. So what do we have here? If the sum of the first 10 terms of an AP is 4n minus n squared. Let's write this first. Given. What's given? Sn is given. Sum of first 10 terms is given. 4n minus n squared. All right. Sum of first 10 terms is given. Now, what is the first term? That is S1. In bracket, it's given, see this, that is S1. First term, that is S1. Now, what does it mean? Why does it say that first term is S1? S1 is first term. Why? Now, you have to understand what is S first. What is S? Sum with N, it means sum of first N terms, right? Sn means what? Sum of first n terms. Up to n terms, their sum up to n terms. So if I write S2, see, let's start with S2. What does S2 means? S2 means sum of two terms. Sum of two terms, which, let's say, I have an AP, A1, A2, A3, A4, and so on. Now if I write S2, it means what? A1 plus A2, right? If I write S2, it means A1 plus A2, sum of two terms. If I write S3, what does it mean? A1 plus A2 plus A3. If I write S3, it means A1 plus A2 plus A3. If I write S4, it means A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, right? Sum of first four terms, S3, sum of first three terms, right? Now, if I write S1, what does it mean? Sum of one term. How can you add one term? If I have one term, how can you add one term? If I have a number 3, I told you to add 3. Okay, how can you add 3? Just like that. It's not possible, right? So S1 is A1 itself. Remember, what is S1? S1 is A1 itself. This you have to remember. S1 is equal to A1. All right? S1 is equal to A1. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. S1 is equal to A1. Now, let's find out S1, which means in place of n, we'll put 1. In place of n, we'll put 1. So 4 into 1 minus 1 square. We'll get 4 into 1, 4. 1 square will be 1, 3. This is our S1. Okay, we can write it this way. A1 is equal to S1 is equal to 3. So S1 is equal to 3, which means our first term is equal to 3. So the first part is done. This part is done. Now the second part. What is the sum of first two terms? Sum of first two terms means what? S2. Sum of first two terms means S2, right? S2. So what is S2? A1 plus A2. A1 plus A2, sum of two terms. S2 is A1 plus A2. Now, how do we get S2? Now, if I put in place of n here, if I put 2, what will I get here? 4 into 2, in place of n, I'm putting 2 into 2 square, right? Okay. So, 4 into 2 will be 8 minus 2 square is 4. So, this is the value of S2. S2 is equal to 4. S2 is equal to 4, all right? S2 is equal to 4. Now, it also means that A1 plus A2 is equal to 4. S2 is A1 plus A2, right? S2 is A1 plus A2. So if S2 is equal to 4, A1 plus A2 will be equal to 4. So A1 plus A2 is equal to 4. Now what is the value of A1? A1 is 3. So A1 is 3 plus A2 equal to 4. So A2 will be how much? 4 minus 3. So A2 will be equal to 1. This is the value for the second term. So we have first term 3, second term 1. We can easily find common difference now. Common difference will be A2 minus A1, right? How much is A2? 1. How much is A1? 3. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Okay. Which means we have a common difference minus 2. Alright. We have a common difference minus 2. So sum of first two terms, we have it now. Sum of first two terms 4. Second term, we have second term 1. Similarly, find the third term. Okay, we have to find third term, which is A3. So A3 is A plus 3 minus 1D, which will be A plus 2D. How much is A? A is 3 plus 2 into D. How much is D? Minus 2. So 3 minus 1. Alright, A3 will be minus 1. We have to find 10th term. Okay, 10th term, A10. I'm writing here directly. See, A3 I'm getting here 2. A plus 2D. A3, A plus 2D. A6, A plus 5D. A10, A plus 9D. So A10, A plus 9D. How much is A? A is 3 plus 9 into minus 2. So 3 minus 18, which is minus 15. So 3 minus 18, minus 15. This is the value of A10. Alright. The last one. Nth term. We can find nth term now. Nth term is A plus n minus 1D. How much is A? 3 plus n minus 1 into. How much is D? D is minus 2. So 3 plus into minus will be minus 2n minus 1. So 3 minus 2n minus into minus plus. So 3 plus 2, 5 minus 2n. This is the nth term for our AP. Alright. So this is how we solve this particular problem. Now if you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot. Okay. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot. I hope you don't have any doubts here. If you have any doubts, you can comment right now. right. Okay, so I have to stop this session. In our next session, we'll be learning these questions. Okay, I'll show you this, 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 and this. All right, so don't miss it. Don't miss the next session. After our next session is over, we'll start discussing PYQs. Also some questions from NCERT exemplar, and we'll also solve some competency based questions. All right, so take care and signing off.